I got into climbing about 9 years ago through a friend of mine from my old church. He was going through a lot of marital problems and so on and so forth, and ended up using climbing kind of as a scapegoat.
So we're gonna go from here, dyno over.
So through a couple conversations with him, he invited me to start climbing with him. I had never done it before. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And ever since then, I've been hooked.
All right, so just need a full send.
Hi, my name's Zachary Doppenberg. I am 29 years old. I am married. I have 2 kids. I am originally from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I have been living here in Guatemala for almost 15 years as a missionary. And I'm a climber. So as a teenager, I was really big into extreme sports, big into biking, big into skateboarding. I was told by many doctors that I needed to stop doing extreme sports because too many concussions and too many injuries was leading to a dangerous future. And then through that, climbing provided me with the adrenaline rush, provided me with the opportunity to continue to do an extreme sport that didn't imply so much damage.
Oh, so sharp. Full send. This time, no fear. Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, no chalk. Worse holds. Here we go. Pop. Toe. Done. Dang.
When I'm on the wall, it's just a moment that I can forget about everything, just let go of everything. It's just a moment that, I can be one-on-one with God. So, yeah, I mean, being a free spirit, what I mean by that is when you're on the wall, it's just you. There's nobody else helping you. There's nobody else guiding you through it. It's just completely relying on you and yourself.
So, yeah, welcome to Grace Wall. This is where we rip our hands apart on awful holds that are made out of basically slate and really old cement. The same way here, we had some good pinches, but they are also already all gone because we can use them about 3 or 4 times before the cement completely gives out or falls. So this usually happens mid-climb, and that usually either rips your hand apart or causes you to fall off the wall. This is basically what we are allowed to climb because we do not have access to anything else. But that's why we're working on getting something new.
Canadian climbing, we have access to indoor gyms, outdoor walls. We have access to facilities. We have stores that supply shoes and chalk and holds and everything necessary to climb. Whereas in Guatemala, climbing is non-existent. Climbing is, I would say, a sport that maybe started approximately a year or 2 ago. And even still, there are no facilities that offer a safe place to climb. There are no stores that offer opportunity to purchase the necessary equipment.
So, are there any places to climb in Coban?
Coban climbing, there isn't. We have one facility that is, I guess you could call a gym. It's an open municipal program that they have a wall, but limited hours, and you need basically a golden ticket to be able to access the wall.
Where?
So not even in Coban, but in the entirety of Guatemala, who has the opportunity to climb?
Not many people have the opportunity. One, because, gyms and facilities are so limited. And 2, because they are very overpriced. So in comparison to what is charged in United States and Canada, I would say it's probably almost equal to or maybe more expensive for a monthly membership to be able to attend a climbing gym. And obviously if we go to the books and look at income from a North American, Canadian or American, compared to somebody in Guatemala, it's not even comparable. So here obviously people have to prioritize, and they would obviously prefer to have a meal on their table than go to a climbing wall. What do I imagine and what are my goals for the climbing wall I'm trying to build? My goals definitely to basically just provide a safe place for children, young adults, even adults to practice this sport. And with that, providing a safe place for everybody to come hang out and meet new people, and at the same time just be able to debrief amongst one another just the goodness of God. As of right now, what do I have to build my wall? I have a good amount of holds. I have a decent amount of chalk. I have a couple pairs of shoes. Obviously with that, I still need structural material. I still need wood. I still need a roof structure over top of it.
Because it rains.
Because here in Covan, it rains usually almost 2 times a day. So with that, obviously, I need to be very careful about the wall rotting out or just ruining like that. So right now, structural material, construction material, and then obviously shoes, chalk, things like that always help because, like I mentioned before, we don't have access to those products here in Guatemala.
Okay. How can people support you?
Oh, people can support me through donations, whether it be financial donations, whether it be holds, whether it be shoes, whether it be chalk, things that people don't use anymore. Even if, we could look at sponsorships. Here in Guatemala, one of the programs that I've seen has worked really well, not just for climbing, but with other organizations as well, is, sponsoring families. For example, in this case, one of my dreams would be to be able to sponsor climbers, be able to pay their small membership fee so that I can kind of provide maintenance on the wall and continue to buy new holds and new shoes and things as they are needed. But at the same time, be able to provide kids, young adults, even adults, if people desire, that opportunity to continue to climb and maybe even someday climb on a competitive base. For me, it is extremely difficult, almost heartbreaking to realize that there are so many people that have the desire and want to practice a sport like rock climbing.
Camp is
obviously
over.
Here in Guatemala, like I mentioned, we don't have the resources. We don't have facilities.
Oh, let's try that.
That is why I came up with the solution. Now, with that, this solution, I don't think is something I can do on my own. And one of my dreams has always been to work with young adults and work with children. Me being a 4th grade teacher, one of my students last year actually was and continues to climb on a competitive basis, but he has to travel 6 or 7 hours every time he wants to compete. So my dream is to provide a solution and build a wall here where we can allow children, young adults, and adults to practice, learn to climb, and hopefully get good at it. And then in the future, be able to provide a facility where we can hold competitions and we can allow others to continue to grow and see how we are learning to climb and how we are growing in our faith. So once again, if you feel like you share the same interest as me or have the same desire as me, feel free to help in any way you can.